I want you guys to mark your calendars and remember today, because this day is the day. This is the moment. And Terence Bud Crawford, he just planted the flag. That moment. It's the boxing revolution.
Ain't paying your ass shit.
Terence Crawford, widely considered one of the top fighters on the planet, has drawn a line in the sand, and nobody expected it to be this bold. He's standing firm. He's not paying that $300,000 fee, and he's definitely not offering an apology. For Crawford, this situation is about far more than a bill or a sanctioning body. It's about standing on principle and demanding respect. He's pushing back against the people who usually call the shots, showing he's willing to put everything on the line to prove that his integrity can't be bought.
It's free! How you love that? $180,000 free. How much your belt cost? I wonder, how much your belt cost? Huh? I don't see no receipts on your belt. It's crazy. Y'all be having so much taxes on these belts. You got some nerves. It's crazy that you can sit up there and have all these belts. You know, you got the WBC silver, the WBA intern, the whatever belt y'all got, and you taxing these fighters every time they fight, and you claim that you for these fighters. You're not for these fighters. You probably worse than the promoters. But hey, I wish you the best, you know? I wish you the best, you and your company.
The news hit like a bombshell this morning. Terence Crawford has been officially stripped of the WBC Super Middleweight Championship, but if you think this was some minor paperwork slip-up, you're missing the real picture entirely. What's happening is nothing short of a revolt. Crawford didn't simply lose a title, he practically tossed it right back at them. His fiery novel response has dragged the hidden, money-driven machinery of boxing politics into the spotlight for everyone to see.
Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know? But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money. And you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. As your champion, the WBC champion. The undisputed champion at that. But you want to make it about you. You want to say, oh, well, you stripped me. Like, I've been stripped before. IBF just stripped me when I was at 147. Doesn't matter. I'm still considered the undisputed champion. I'm still the champion in the division. Because you know why? The only belt that's recognizable as the champion is the ring belt, baby. That's the #1 belt in the division. That trumps all belts.
To understand why Crawford's anger has reached this level, you have to see the situation from the viewpoint of the man who ultimately took the title away, WBC President Mauricio. From the WBC's perspective, they believed they were actually doing Crawford a favor. Normally, when a fighter wins a massive unification fight, the sanctioning bodies take their percentage, usually around 3%. On a $50 million purse, that fee would have been well over $1 million just to defend the organization's belt. But Suleiman insists he stepped in to lighten the load. He publicly stated that the WBC reduced Crawford's sanctioning fee to only 0.6%. In their eyes, asking for $300,000 from a $50 million purse wasn't unreasonable at all. It was a discount, a gesture of goodwill. So while Suleiman waited for the payment, or at least some acknowledgement, he got nothing. No reply, no explanation, no transfer. When the deadline passed without a cent being sent, Suleiman called the silence disrespectful, saying Crawford's refusal wasn't just a financial issue. To him, it felt like a direct snub toward the organization that had supported him.
We made a very clear 0.6%, which is $300,000, with $225,000 going to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund. which is to help former fighters in need. And it is just regrettable. Not even a thank you or I'm sorry, taking a different route, no response. I wish him the best. But this is not. The WBC is huge, it's great, it's about greatness, and I'm relieved.
But from Crawford's point of view, this so-called favor was nothing more than a cash grab. In a video response that has already gone viral, Crawford stares straight into the camera with real frustration. No script, no PR polish, just raw emotion. His message is direct. What makes the WBC so different? Crawford explains that he paid the sanctioning fees for the IBF, WBO, and WBA without any argument. Those organizations accepted the payments and moved forward. The WBC, however, was the only one pushing for something extra. He challenges the entire idea that the WBC deserves special treatment, essentially asking the same question fans are asking now. Who do they think they are? Crawford accuses the organization of acting like it sits above the other sanctioning bodies, turning what should have been a standard fee into an inflated demand simply because they knew he'd earned a huge purse. To him, it wasn't a discount, it was an unnecessary tax dot, and he made one thing absolutely clear to Suleiman: he's not paying it, and he's not apologizing.
You know, I see Mauricio, got a lot to say about me not paying him $300,000 plus another $100K something for sanction fees, right? Then he gonna tell me I ain't even apologize? Like, who the fuck you think I am? Boy, you better slap your fucking self. Ain't paying your ass shit. Fuck you talking about pay you $300,000. What makes you so motherfucking better than any of the other sanction bodies? Huh? Answer that question. What makes you better than the WBO, the IBF, or the WBA? Everybody accepted what I was giving them. But you, the WBC, think that you better than everybody, don't you? So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit. Fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. Who you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt.
Crawford's message gets even more intense when he shifts away from the money and starts calling out the system itself. At this point, it's no longer a disagreement over a fee, it becomes a fight between the people who risk everything and the people who profit from them. He reminds everyone of the harsh truth of boxing. He's the one absorbing the punches. He's the one accepting the danger of lasting injuries. He's the one putting his body and future on the line every single time he steps into the ring. Meanwhile, the individuals demanding these payments aren't taking punches, they're watching from comfortable seats. Protected and well-paid. Crawford describes a world where boxing officials travel first class, stay in luxury hotels, and enjoy lavish perks, all funded by the sweat and sacrifice of the fighters who make the sport possible. He likens the sanctioning bodies to a bloated ruling class, collecting taxes while the real labor comes from the athletes. So when he snaps back with, "You better slap yourself," he's speaking for every fighter who has felt squeezed by the business side of the sport. That's why the moment hits so hard, it stops being a story about a $300,000, VN becomes a demand for basic respect and recognition of the human cost behind every fight.
That don't even make sense. I'm the motherfucker that's putting my life on the line, not you. You ain't stepping your motherfucking ass in that ring. You were nobody else. You were nobody else. So why should I have to pay to carry your belt? You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. I don't see it irks my nerves how this dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite, him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, and guess who gotta pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? We the one out there getting battered, knocked upside our head, and every time we step foot in the ring, we gotta pay them a sanction fee like they the government. We getting taxed. It's crazy.
What really stings for the WBC in all of this is how sharply Crawford undercuts the value of their belt. The organization has spent decades building the green belt into a symbol of prestige, the championship every fighter is supposed to crave. But in just a few minutes of video, Crawford tears that image down. He flat out says they can come pick it up because, to him, it's nothing more than metal and leather that costs too much to keep. Then he shifts the spotlight to the only championship he believes truly matters, the Ring magazine title, and his reasoning hits hard. The ring belt isn't tied to sanctioning fees. It isn't something you buy your way into. It represents history, the true champion of a division, traced through generations. By elevating that belt and downplaying the WBC's title, Crawford sends a message the sanctioning bodies have feared for years. You don't need to pay the alphabet organizations to prove you're the best. For the WBC, this is a branding disaster. Crawford's stance implies their belt is less an achievement and more a subscription fee, something you get only if you keep paying to play.
So since you, the WBC, and you got the fucking green belt, which don't mean fucking shit, the fucking real belt is the ring belt, which is free, motherfucker. Who you talking about? You want me to pay you more than the other sanction bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanction bodies agree to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring?
Interview 7 Crawford also has his own idea about why all of this is happening now, and it circles right back to the man he just defeated, Canelo Alvarez. He suggests the WBC is showing clear favoritism, and he uses the long-running David Benavidez situation as evidence. For 2 years, Benavidez sat as the WBC's mandatory challenger, waiting for his guaranteed shot at Canelo. According to the rulebook, Canelo should have been stripped for not defending the title against him. But instead, the WBC looked the other way and allowed Canelo to keep the belt without facing any consequences. To Crawford, that double standard speaks volumes.
Now, since Canelo is no longer a belt holder coming into his next fight, a fight that's still expected to make a lot of money due to Canelo's popularity and ongoing contract with Riyadh season, this means that for the first time in 7 years, not a single sanctioning body will benefit from Canelo's earnings. So the sooner Canelo becomes champion again, the better for them. But for the time being, they'll have to rely on Terence Crawford as their sanctioning fee provider. These sanctioning bodies make a lot of money from Canelo being their champion. Like, why did you think there wasn't any pressure coming from them when Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory? It's because if Canelo lost, then they'll have to rely on Benavidez and his $7 million purses. And if they decide to bully and pressure Canelo, and Canelo says, you know what, screw it, and decides to vacate the belt instead, then it's the same thing. They lose the benefit of a Canelo payday.
But the moment Crawford becomes the champion, he's stripped almost immediately over a disagreement about fees. Crawford doesn't see this as coincidence. He calls it blatant favoritism. In his view, the WBC is upset that he derailed their biggest moneymaker. He believes Suleiman and the organization were quietly hoping Canelo would stay on top. And now that Crawford has knocked their golden goose off the throne, they're suddenly enforcing rules they conveniently ignored for the Mexican superstar. The way Crawford frames it, the situation exposes a system that isn't neutral at all. The rules seem flexible for fighters, the organization prefers, and rigid only for those they don't.
Terence Crawford had an issue with the WBC this morning. They stripped him at 168 pounds. He was complaining about sanctioning fees and things like that. Just what are your thoughts on that whole issue?
Bueno, tu opinión de lo que pasó con Terence Crawford por la mañana, que lo dejaron sin el cinturón de la CMB por no pagar la tarifa del cinturón.
Bueno, es algo que se tiene que cumplir como el protocolo de antidopaje con WADA, Pero bueno, él sabrá por qué no quiso pagar.
Look, it's something that like it just has to be done, like any protocol, like Bada, for example, right? So it is what it is.
But before anyone crowns Crawford the flawless hero of this situation, there's an unexpected wrinkle his fans might not be acknowledging. As the controversy spreads online, sharpened users on platforms like Reddit have highlighted an overlooked detail about that $300,000 payment, according to circulating reports. A large chunk of that fee, roughly $225,000, wasn't meant for the WBC's pockets at all. It was earmarked for the organization's charitable program that supports retired fighters.
This is exactly what we're talking about. Fighters, don't adhere to these rules, don't pay these fees, like don't do it, don't fall for it. And then I see in the middle of the show, Nick Khan is on Pat McAfee's show kind of saying the exact same thing. Saying that, like, look, this is a perfect example as to why. I think the quote was something like, what was the quote? I saw it here moments ago. Golly, I saw it. Does anyone have it? There was
the quote is, what we're looking to do with the Muhammad Ali Revival Act is presenting a different option for boxers. We'll have our own ranking systems and the champion will fight the #1 contender. Let's do things in a credible way. So they're trying to like organize it in a way that, you know, there's one singular belt, there's a ranking system, UFC style.
Turkey, I hope y'all get that done, man. I hope y'all get that done so we can all see, you know, people face like this guy, you know, go away from boxing because they ruin the sport with all these antics that they do, you know. They got they ranking systems when people be mandatories for years, like Benavidez. You know, they don't strip these fighters, but I give credit to the IBF. They stripped me. They ain't even give me time. They stripped me, pop me. Even though I wasn't, you know, coming back down the weight, but, you know, they handled their business. They did what they were supposed to do. The WBC, you ain't never see them strip no Canelo.
So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Officially, the record will list Terence Crawford as being stripped of the WBC super middleweight title in December 2025. But as Crawford himself joked to the camera, history has already been made. No one can take away the belt from his trophy case. But more importantly, they can't erase the moments he triumphed over Canelo, the victories, the footage, and the legacy are all permanent.
Yo, Tim Deshaun Bradley, you already know the damn rest, eh? Oh, this Terence Crawford is going on. But they all missing it. He missing it too. This ain't about no damn WBC. I'm gonna keep the buck with you. Oh, I want y'all to think, man. I told y'all, this the channel to make y'all think. This about Hamza Shiraz. It's about him getting a strap. That's what this is about. Whose guy is that? Who guy is that? Think about it. That's what this is about. It ain't about the money. It's about Hamza Shiraz. It's about Shiraz getting that belt. Yeah, without having to go through Crawford. That's what this is about. Oh, think about it. Anyways, that's my time. Tim Desert Storm Bradley. You already know the damn rest. And I'm out.